In gacha games, the one thing that can carry a game to its maximum peak, its maximum height, is the art. The art is one of the things that keep players playing. The art motivates players to spend their money, their cube, whatever, on the game. Without good art, the game is not going to perform. And one of the things that I really love about this game is their art. It's the reason why I don't play other games like BSR, Wuthering Waves, those other games. It's because I don't really like how the characters look. And I just love how these characters look and how they did their arts. So in this video, I got the idea of just ranking arts, honestly. This is the pool. Ignore the SP buff things, but let's hop straight into this video. Alright, so ignoring the SP buff characters because they're kind of just in here for some reason. I have to move them because I have no idea on how to delete them. So you're just gonna have to ignore them, okay guys? Just ignore them. So we're gonna start from the beginning of the game. Just for those who don't know, I started the game at right about here actually. Zone G, when Zone G dropped. Like this little batch, that's when I started the game. I think I got shafted on the rerun for him and then these four. But that's besides the point. We're just going to be ranking arts. We're going to start from the beginning of the game, the day one characters, all the way to the end. The SRs are, rares and SRs are going to be mixed up. The SSRs are when we're really going to start like actually talking about these characters. So I just want to speed run through these first couple of arts. Whenever there's an art that I want to actually talk about, I'll just put them on the screen. But for now, the first art, this Yuji, I think he's standard. Like I like his art actually. It's the art that you get in the beginning of the game. It looks really good, same as this one. I don't really like her pose, that's why she's gonna be here. Standard is gonna be like the base, honestly. Nothing special, even though it sounds like standard. It's kind of worse because it's kind of just a nothing burger. Inamaki, I don't know. I guess he can go in standard. Maki, dude, what? I don't know what is with them in these arts. Like, I don't really like these arts. Panda too, his art's just okay. I'm so used to Yuki's art that I'll just put him in standard. Her art's pretty good. His art's just kind of bad. I'm just gonna speedrun these. Yaga's, Nanami actually is in a tough pose. Hers is just His is good. I don't know about her either. Like, nah, it doesn't. It's not really a cool pose. I love his art. I'm very biased towards his art. I think his art's incredible. I think his is good. His is pretty good as well. Honestly, I might drop this and drop Yuki because they're not really doing anything cool. Her art's just That art's good. We're just trying to get through these as quick as possible here because like I don't really have a bias. That art's really good. All right, this is when they actually start dropping characters because these three characters that I'm putting up right now, these are technically new characters. This is a free character. I hate her. His art's just okay as well. All right, now we can actually start ranking here. So the first character that we're gonna be having here is, of course, the green Yuji. So the green Yuji's art is like, by the way, through the video, I guess I'll just be putting these characters on the screen. I'm talking to myself here, sort of. But this green Yuji's art is kind of tough, bro. Like the black flash and whatnot, like the pose he's in, I know it's a basic pose, but I would put it in really good simply because like it's tough. Like it's just kind of like that, bro. Honestly, if I had to say, that's where I would put that man. And now we have Blue Megami next, and with Blue Megami here, the divine dogs like in the background with the claws and whatnot, it's also, I would say, is also a really good art. Now, yellow Nobara and red Maki, similar to the blue Maki and the red Maki. I don't know about their art, bro. Like the pose that they're hitting, like red Maki, I feel like her just being a terrible character, a terrible character, and just like, I don't know, bro. The art just looks bad. Also, just because I hate this guy, I'm sorry to the Panda fans, but his arts in this game are kind of trash. We'll get to his other arts in a second here. But yeah, I'm sorry to Panda. This art's good. This art, I don't know what they were cooking with this one. But these are the rares and SRs don't really, I don't know, count, I would say. But that blue Megami art is kind of fire, bro. Yeah, okay. Yellow no bar. This is debatable for some people probably, but I'm gonna have to put it right here. I'll put it at the beginning of the row. The ordering isn't really gonna matter, but I feel like just because these characters that are rares and SRs, you don't really pay attention to their art. I'm just gonna put them near the back. Okay, I'm just telling y'all that right now. Anyway, Green Nanami. His art has always looked a little bit weird to me. I don't know if it's just me, but like his art's always just been meh. Like I know he's tying the thing, but he just kind of looks weird in the moment. The art's kind of just basic, honestly. I feel like it's the definition of a nothing special. Like honestly, it is just the definition of a nothing special. They didn't really feels like they didn't put nearly as much effort into it. And as we're moving on to Jogo here, his pose itself isn't the toughest, but like the fire and whatnot around him is low-key carrying the art, and that's why I'm gonna just put it in standard because I feel like standard's just a good place to put that type of art. Now, Hanami. I don't really have like any type of I don't know thing about Hanami. I mean, the one thing I would say is the background just kind of sells it for me since it's just so dark and stuff. But like the smoke effects and whatnot that they put on the character is pretty cool. But honestly, the darkness in the background is kind of why I'd have to put it in nothing special as well. I just don't like it that much. I don't know, bro. Now, Red Toto here. Red Toto is the first art where there is a character in the background, and simply because there's a character in the background, he has to go in standard. But honestly, if I were to rate it for real, it'd probably go in nothing special as well. Most of these characters are probably going to go in one of these two. Now, Yellow Inumaki. Honestly, I kind of like Red Inumaki's art and that Blue Inumaki's art way better than whatever this is. It's just such a basic pose. He's not doing anything. It's not inherently bad, but it's not good either. Like honestly, I can't really. Do I want to put it in kinda? Do I want to put it in kinda bad? Low key, yeah, I might have to put it in kinda bad because like his art's just Now, there is an obvious bias with this green panda right here. I have a really bad bias with this panda because he's kind of just the meme character that people get in their summons. But his art's just actually terrible. Like Yellow and the Monkey might be able to go in there, but his art is genuinely terrible. Like there's no tough background. He has some cursed energy in his hand. He's kind of just looking at it. I feel like his form is cool, but they could have done a lot more with it, and they just didn't. Like, the art's kind of just bad. Now, Blue Gojo, the first premium character, I would say, he feels like the first premium character that they dropped. His art is good. It's really good. Well, honestly, really good. I'm trying to figure out how much stock do I want to put in really good here. Because with Blue Gojo, like, the art, maybe it's just the bias of the fact that he is Gojo. I'm gonna have to put him in standard because when you think about it, the art's not doing anything crazy. It is just him just standing there. If you really think about it, that's all it really is. That's tough. Blue Gojo's kind of just meh. It's not as good as you would think, but the fact that it is Gojo is the reason why he would go in standard. Now, for the next character that we have up, it is Yellow. Well, I always forget his name. Yellow Junpei. Okay. Yellow Junpei's art I actually really like because it's like I don't know, octopus? What is it? Jellyfish, my goodness. The jellyfish in the background and the lights and stuff, the coloring that they did with his art, I really like it, so that's why it's gonna be either standard or really good. But Knowing what's coming next, I might have to just put him in standard because I know it's a tough art. He's hitting a crazy pose, but it's not like it's not the greatest. I would say it's not the greatest. It's good, but is it really good? That's the thing. Like these two have warrant to be really good. This one, it's iffy, but I would not be mad if y'all put it in really good. That's debatable. Now Yuta is the first absolute banger we get, and it does make sense. He is. I don't know if he's the first limited character, but he is a this art is just insane. Now, later in the video, I might put it in the best. I might. But for right now, he's gonna go in really good, but he will be at the top of really good because that art is genuinely fire. He's hitting such a good pose. The only problem that I have with it that's not making me put it in the best is the background because it's just dirt. It really is just dirt, honestly. But the pose he's hitting with the sword and Rika in the background just makes it so good. I feel like you could give the argument to Junpei since he has this little thing in the background as well, but it's just not nearly as tough as Yuta's pose here. Now, moving on to Blue Ghetto, I'm immediately leaning on really good or standard. Might drop lower. I don't know. His art's like kind of might be debatable, but it's kind of basic. Honestly, it's kind of basic. Like if when I'm looking at this, it really looks like a nothing special type of art. Like they didn't really try hard at all when they were making it. That's how I would say it. Now, moving on to probably one of my favorite characters in this game, we have Yellow Megami. This is the first domain expansion unit that we get. Looking at the art in closer detail, they could have made this look way better, like way better. I'm looking at it right now on the site and they could have made it look way better, but it is still an incredible art, so it's gonna go in really good. I don't know where to put it. I might just put it here, but his art's really good, but it can't be the best because they could have really done some improvement. The fact that it's a domain expansion, honestly, just that's the reason why it's up there. But other than that, it's still a really good art. I could just see so much more potential with the ink and the layering they could have done with that. Now we've got Red Yuji, and this Red Yuji, he's just jumping over a rail or something like that. This is the definition of nothing special. It's not like, I don't know if it's standard. It's just, it kind of just feels like a nothing special to me. You know, he's not really doing anything crazy. He's in his little fit, but that's about it for him. Now for the one back in the day goat of the game, Hollow Purple Gojo. Now he's either going in best or really good because his art is literally beautiful. As you see, like when we progress through the arts, I feel like the like texturing and the more background things that the game does to increase the level of their art just gets better over time. Because even with Hollow Purples, like the blue there could have been more like electric spikes and whatnot, and just better shading and whatnot. Honestly, like the picture, like a still image picture is probably what makes this art look good. But when it's moving, when you're actually looking at it in game and it's moving, it isn't that good. It's not the best level, right? It's good, but again, it's not that good. Now, moving on to Blue Momo. Yeah, you're going in kind of bad. Because I feel like this is just character where it's not the hypest character. She doesn't really have any cool moments. So they kind of just gave her that. And that's all we got left with. And it just isn't that good, bro. Also, why is he up here? Why did I put him in nothing special? It's kind of bad too. Like, I don't know. Hers is just kind of bad. But the only problem is I don't see how they would have improved it. It's just not a good art. Now, moving on to Camo, this is where my bias comes in here. The art's just good, bro. But I can't be that biased. I'm just gonna have to put it in nothing special, like sort of the bottom of nothing special, because it really isn't that insane at all. I mean, again, we're going back to the it's good, but is it that good? Nah, it's not that good. But it's still pretty good. Honestly, looking at it now, it's barely moving. There's barely any like blood or anything like that. He's not really shooting. It's okay. Yeah, it might have to go in nothing special because I have to look at it like in the side to see the full picture. And when I just look at the full picture, the art is not hitting at all. Like at all. This is gonna be a long video. We still have all these characters to go through. I'm gonna have to move a little faster here. Red Nobara. Immediately she's going in nothing special. I mean, what exactly is she doing in this art? They could have done the Black Flash pose. They could have done anything here. I don't know why they chose this part. When in the show she does a Black Flash and she looks cold. I don't know why they decided this pose was the pose to pick. Now, Yellow Mechamaru. It might be it's either nothing special or kind of bad because he's just standing there. Genuinely, he's just standing there. Also, Bara might have to go in bad. I feel like her art, returning back to her art is just the definition of y'all could have done so much more. Why is there black flash particles and divergent fists? Not divergent fists and cursed energy floating around in her art, but she actually hasn't done anything in the art. Like that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I kind of feel like they dropped the ball with that one. Also, she should go in bad as well. I'm really looking at my SRs and rares and whatnot for the arts, and it's kind of made a mistake with a few of them. Now, Green Mahito is also kind of nothing special.
Editor's note: Mahito is not something special. I just didn't look at his background art. My fault. He should be on it at least really good.
Now, Blue Todo, kind of bad. Like the fact that his character is bad also doesn't help. But it's just okay, bro. I don't really see the reason to put him any higher than nothing special. I can't put anything kind of bad because it's still decent, but yeah. Now, Red Panda. I don't know what is with them and giving Red Panda these just I don't know arts, but this art is the moment didn't deserve an art. I mean, the moment didn't really deserve his unit, but that's besides the point. And also, why is he just doing the same thing as Red Yuji, jumping over a rail? What are we doing? This is like a copycat art. The art still looks pretty good because the city in the background, but like, did they even try here? Like, did they even try? They're just pumping out a unit? I don't get it, and I never will. Now, moving on to Yellow Nanami here. Where is bro? I'm trying to find him in the offside as well. Yellow Nanami, it's also like the Black Flash. Like, there's Black Flash particles. You can see him swinging. But why don't we have the moment where he Black Flashed? Like, they could have done something similar to Red Yuji and Green Toto, which we will get to in a second here. They could have done something similar to that. I like how they did that with those Black Flash units, but I don't get his art either. He's gonna go in kind of bad because he's also like Red Nobara, a wasted opportunity. They kind of did these two characters dirty. Now, finally back to a pretty, like, really good art. This Blue Yuji, even though he's the worst of the Yujis, or actually his SB buff made him good. I forgot about that. But other than that, his art is tough. Like, the pose, the divergent fist coming down on you, that's just a actually good art. Like, that's how you do it, bro. Sure, the background could use some work, but his art is undebatably good. Now moving on to Yellow Gojo here. Yellow Gojo's art is also pretty good. Now, I might not rate it as high as the other Gojos that are coming up, but his art is pretty good. I like the glass around him, the glasses and whatnot. He just looks tough in this picture, honestly. So, sure, I'm not gonna put it in really good because it's just a good art. Like, it's not really good. It's just a good art. I'll put it at the top of standard though. Now, Green Ghetto here. I'm kind of have a grudge with him since I have yet to pull him, and he's been on standard pull for what feels like years at this point. But his art is honestly it could use some work. Pose is tough, but it's not really moving at all. And you know how this game likes to make moving arts. Then the little worm coming behind them is kind of tough, but it hurts. But yeah, I might have to go in nothing special because it feels like they didn't even try. Moving on to Red Toji, gonna have to quick fire some of these units probably soon because my goodness, this video is gonna be very long. It's gonna take me forever to edit. But Red Toji is a really good art. They kind of brought him into the forefront of the image. I like how they did his art. He's gonna go in standard. It's not really good worthy, but it's still really good. Now, Mila, yeah, she can just go in nothing special as well. It's just okay, bro. Now, Saki's art, I actually think might have to go in really good because, like, looking at the art, she kind of just looks good in this art, bro. Like the fist coming all the way back like that is just a good, I don't know, pose. I feel like the posing and how they like take off the screen of with their art is everything in these arts to make it look as good as possible. Because Blue Yuji and now Green Saki, both of their arts are good simply because of like the pose that they're hitting and the way how they did their fist basically. Which is kind of sad for the other ones because there is barely any movement in their arts. And if there is, it's just not good, right? Now, Yellow Yaga, the GOAT of the game, his art, I would say, is it would probably go in standard for me because honestly, it's pretty good, but it's just kind of meh. Like looking at it right now, even like if you really take time to study this art, it definitely deserves to just go in the middle of nothing special because it's not great. Now, Blue Nanami, meanwhile, I feel like he's kind of a forgotten character, to be honest. But his art himself, the art itself, is really, really like the shading, the shading of the art with the lights and the fist and whatnot. I don't know where they pulled this art from. Like, how, where did they get this from? Like, this might have to go to the top really good. I might even put it in the best. This might be the first addition to the best because I don't hear people talk about this art at all. But if you look at the details of this art, it is like, it's crazy. It might get moved down, but that art looks incredible. Now, Green Maki, yeah, you can go in nothing special. There's nothing happening in this one. It's not bad enough to go in kind of bad, but nothing's happening. Her, honestly, do I want to put it in standard? Not really. Like, it's just her and a gun, and it's nothing special either. Now, Blue Inamaki here. Blue Inamaki could be debatably go over nothing special. I feel like nothing special is the block between an actual good art and just basic. Blue Inamaki, even his art, it's just his face. Like, honestly, it's just his face, which is also gonna go in nothing special. Green Nobara also, I feel like this is where they were running out of ideas or poses to put Nobara in, because this one is, I feel like the background is just so basic. The nails in her herself looks really good, but it's just not good enough to get any higher than nothing special, dude. I'm sorry. As for Green Megami, I actually like his art a lot, you know, with the two dogs and whatnot. So I feel like this one can sneak into standard. Let me inspect this art a little bit more, because I don't know, because the backgrounds for these arts have been selling these characters. Nah, yo, I just took a special look at it, and this is what I'm talking about. Whenever the devs fill up the art with like something instead of just a random color, like there's actual movement and other stuff like that, that's when the art actually hits. This art, genuinely, taking a closer look at it, I thought it would be like smaller, not as good, but this art actually deserves to go in really good. Like, looking at it, that art, it just looks good. I don't know, they cooked on that one, dude. Now, moving on yet again to Yellow Yuki. I feel like Yellow Yuki's art is pretty good because they did something new with it. Dude, the site for where I'm getting the images and whatnot, it's not working. All right, back with Yellow Yuki here. I feel like his art is actually, it can go in standard. You could make the argument of it being basic, but again, how they take up the background kind of decides on whether or not the art's going to be good or not. Because if it's just a character and just nothing happening, no movement, no sparkles, nothing, then the art's just not going to hit. That's just how I'm seeing it with these units here. It kind of feels like it's going to be a repeating pattern. If the background's not good, the art's not good. Now, moving on to Yellow Yuji here. This easily could have, fallen into the background is selling it. But since he takes up most of the image and that black flash is hitting, I'm going to have to put it with his twin green Yuji, because you could argue these units have the exact same art, except for different backgrounds and a sort of different fit. But the Yellow Yuji art just looks more refined. I feel like green Yuji is in a better pose and you're getting the black flash a little better. But Yellow Yuji's art, it just looks so much more refined. It kind of looks like the difference between back then when they were making arts and now. It's just a lot more refined and just better than before, basically. Now, Red Gojo. Again, if it wasn't Gojo, it would probably be lower. But it is Gojo. So he's gotta go somewhere. I just have to figure out where. Now, looking at his art in greater detail, like the white splashing and whatnot when he in his domain, it's gotta going really good, because I don't. It's just a good art. You can't argue against this art. You actually can't argue against this art. Like, it going really good is just it's just a fact. Like, it is. Also, this video is gonna be so long. I'm gonna have to do some bunch of cuts and whatnot, so it's probably gonna end up around 20-30 minutes. I don't know, bro. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through this. Anyway, Miguel's art is just okay, to be honest. Could have done a little more, but it kind of feels like a nothing special, which is insane because this is an anniversary unit. But now moving on to Blue Sukuna, this unit that I got absolutely shafted for, and to this day still don't have him. Blue Sukuna's art is honestly not that good. I know. Chill on the hating for a second. His art is not that good. Because think about it. If they simply incorporated slashes around him, a better malevolent shrine, like, his wreck bits look better than this art. Like, if you pull up the full art right now, you're gonna know that this art is, like, the fact that this is Sukuna and the fact that they could have done more wants me to place it in kind of bad, because they could have done more. They honestly could have done more. I'm gonna go through these arts later and like reorganize them, but for now he might have to stay in my kind of bad. And arts like Blue Inamaki, where it's kind of just basic, same as Blue Sukuna, are probably going to be coming down to kind of bad as well, because like, this is unacceptable. You could have done so much more. Could have added slashes. You could have added a better malevolent shrine, but we got this. Like, I know he was the goat of the game for so long, and that's why people kind of didn't really care as much about how bad his art was. But his art is not good. It just is not good. The art that's coming next is, I was gonna say it's good. I need to make sure, because whenever the arts, when you're looking at it from a box perspective and then looking at a full screen, just gives you so much depth. But this art uses its background and what it wants to do so much better than Blue Sukuna. Now, it's not that good, but I feel like it deserves standard. As for Green Miwa, these two dropped at the same time, I believe. Not the same time, but like in quick succession here. Green Miwa, where is she? There she is. This art's just bad. This art is just bad. If the sky didn't look so good, it would be genuinely trash. But because the background looks that good, similar to our goat here, Nanami, she's gonna go in kind of bad. I don't even know what they were thinking with this one. Now, something that can go in genuinely trash is whatever this is. Like, it is a wannabe rare Inamaki. Honestly, that's what it feels like. The character himself was a wannabe rare Inamaki. But this art is just bad. It just is. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna have to reorder this because there's some arts that need to drop immediately. Now, Yellow Shoko is going to go in nothing special or maybe even kind of bad. When I reorder these arts, some of these arts will be dropping because the amount of impact that the background makes with these arts is crazy. Okay, looking at her background again, actually, she might have to go up. Wow. I'm gonna think I'm gonna keep her nothing special. But that city background looks really good. It looks really good. Same for Blue Maki. I feel like they're working. They started like throughout the time of this game. They started figuring out what to do with these freaking backgrounds because this art looks pretty good as well. I just like how it looks. It's gonna have to go in standard. That's the standard that we are looking for with an art. Now moving on to Red Mei here. Let's think about this. I mean, it's pretty good considering the crows and ravens and all that they had to put in. I would say that's standard worthy because that is a pretty good art. Now, Blue, he's definition of nothing special. I'm sorry to those who really love this character. I know there are people in this game that really love this character, but it's not that good, bro. It's not that good. I'm gonna have to go in and fix some things later, but yeah, this art is just not that good. Because compared to these other units where they showed the cursed energy, why did they choose not to show the cursed energy here? It's just wind. Which, yeah, that's this. Honestly, y'all are lucky that this is not going in kind of bad, because this is low-key kind of bad. Gonna have to, when I'm done with this, I would not be surprised if he goes in kind of bad. Do not be surprised. Now, Green Gojo, anniversary characters. This is when they remembered how to make some art, which is great. Like this, it's just so good. This is the definition of using your background to your advantage to get some really good shading. This is going in really good. Same as hopefully Green Shoko. Of course, always gotta take an extra look to make sure it actually looks good. Her art is gonna go into standard because it's pretty light, it's pretty vibrant. I know she's not doing much, but it's better than some of these lackluster arts that are in nothing special. She might have to go in nothing special actually because she's not doing that much. Like, she's not doing that much. Teen Nanami is also the same thing. He's not doing that much in his art either. Now, Dagon has a very, very solid case for the best because they popped off making his domain expansion and the art. They genuinely went insane making that art, and then only for him to be bad. I don't understand what's that supposed to be about. Now, Choso is the definition of like fixing your mistakes, because this is what camo, where's Blue Camo at? I think I put him in like nothing special. This is what Blue Camo should have looked like. The amount of his actual curse technique in the art, that is what I'm looking for in a unit. Like it just looks so good, bro. Like, my goodness, they really did wonders with him. Like, he has a case for the best, but we'll get to that in a second. I'm probably going to reorder this. Yellow Toji, the light in the background, the little light pole in the background is saving him, because the light making the shading look better is the only reason why this man is not in kind of bad. Now, Blue Naobito, his art is also, it's debatable, but it's very debatable here. The glass breaking and whatnot looks really tough, honestly. I'm just sad they didn't make him a good character, but this feels like a really good art. Speedrunning here, Megami, yep, you're going in standard. Or maybe I want to put him in nothing special, honestly, because the bunnies aren't doing that much for him. Anyway, Red Jogo, This art, looking at it from the side, that is genuinely like the best. Like that actually goes in this little top 3 that I have rolling right here. Choso might go up there later, but that art is actually fire. Like that's I don't know why they decided to cook so hard on that art specifically after dropping Toji's art looking like that. Now Kusakabe, I don't know, bro. Like this is definition of nothing special. The fact that they included cursed energy is the only reason why he's not going to be going in kind of bad. There will be units that are going in kind of bad though after I'm finished with the anniversary lineup minus Blue Yuta. Blue Yuta, without a question, is going in the best. That art is fire. You're at Red Yuji, without a question, up there. Same with Green Toto. Same with Sukuna. You're going in nothing special immediately. Blue Gojo, also fire. They decided to pop off with this sequence of arts right here. This sequence of arts. Oh, you know what? Throw Choso in there as well. This little sequence of all the anniversary characters, these are all objectively good arts. This is what I'm looking for in the future when they drop new characters. Arts that look like this. Sure, they're probably going to have to drop the budget a little bit, but the shading, the black flash, notice how with these 2 units, you can actually see their black flash, you know? That's what I'm looking for. Now, to close out this list, I'm going to do some reordering because this is not the final list. I repeat, this is not the final list. So if you skipped ahead, no, this is not the final list. People are going to be moved down right now. Like that, you're getting moved down. You're getting moved down. You are getting moved down as well. Let me put you back up there. You're getting moved down as well. Some of these arts, they just did not cook at all. His art, yep, you're getting moved down. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, bro. Like, some of these characters are objectively good characters, but they just got absolutely cooked on their arts. Wait, why are you here? Yeah, you should go into nothing special for sure. His art kind of basic, nothing special. Yeah, I think this list, is this the final list? Looking at all these characters, I'm trying to think of the characters that like I hated their backgrounds. Like, honestly, yeah, you're going to move that down as well. This might have to be the final list, guys. Like, honestly, this just stands as a testament to like background matters. Background heavily matters because yeah, you're going down too. Yep, final list right here. Might have to take a screenshot. I don't know, but this is the final list. Background heavily matters. Don't like ignore the background because yeah. Let me download. Let me download this image. But in this game, the background is like what carries. It's like look what carries these arts. Because without a good background, the art's not gonna hit at all. Just look at the top. Look at the top. Their backgrounds are fire. The characters themselves benefit off the background because the background affects how they look. Like, for instance, Red Jogo, his background, like with the eye and everything, like, my goodness, Blue Nanami is the definition of like the background as well, because like the lighting and all that good stuff just makes him look insane as well. But this will be the final list. Hope you enjoyed the video. This will take forever to edit, so please sub up. See you in the next one. Peace.